Well, in the big picture, some mornings you just can't win. Started out on the highest of highs. Made a little progress. Made a little progress. Was going to run into town, take care of some business, get back to work. Then get out to the car, click, nothing. Now, I believe it's because it's really damp and warm and weird weather for January. Hunter, see. Oh, Ange opened that window for you yesterday and just made... Yeah, I got a... Oh, back to my sad story already in progress. I had to set a bunch of stuff next to the computer, otherwise the cat jumps up next to the computer. You can't see him, but he's there. And then he wants to get in the window because he really wants to just stare out at the wildlife all day. But I hold the door open. I mean, he came from nowhere. Every now and then I hold the door open. I expect to chase him if he goes. But I give him a choice. Now, as a domesticated creature, I understand that choice is minimal. Find human companionship or join the outcasted ranks of domesticated but free. Difficult life to live. I wouldn't wish that on him. Now, this is just a little metal morning to make up for a car. I am charging my jump box. Try to get that shit done and get her going. And otherwise... Let's just start with 2 requests right out of the comments. What would it take to get you to rant and rave and roll into some W.A.S.P or Iron Maiden reactions? Nothing. Just ask. I'm pretty much caught up now, and we're ready to go. Having a good time to make sure the sound is correct. Hey, it looks right to me. Rewind it. Let's go. I probably haven't heard this since the year it was released. I did see W.A.S.P live, though. Cat. Oh, sugar. What does it take? Well, just a little interesting lyrical content that somehow possibly might be more pertinent today than the day it was written. As a straightforward metal tune, right? If it's just W.A.S.P, if it's just W.A.S.P, we're here to worship, then please, I would find another person. I was reflecting on the irony of the amount of people on the cover of that, on that album cover picture right there, who are now considered heroes by fringe ideologies. And I don't see a one. I don't see one. I do. I haven't seen. Just in case, I can't tell. Pretty sure a few of them even show up on the Fringe Elements t-shirts. So I find it very interesting. I think in the end you shouldn't drink the Kool-Aid, but I'm pretty sure they all drank the Kool-Aid, and now we got to where we are, as far as I can tell today. Now, I don't know how far it's going to go, because I think the illusion is that everyone can do what they want. I don't think that was the case. I think there was I'm hoping there's some sort of framework and structure to make this work out. Who knows? I just want it to work out, and hopefully it won't get ugly. But boy, does it seem like we're on the verge of it getting ugly. And honestly, I've been quite clear the whole time, so I know where I align, and I'd be much happier going back to some sort of at least maintained controlled system, not let's just push it to the breaking point because everybody wants to see what's on the other side. Let's get her done so we can build it all new again. I'm not sure that's a good idea either. I think any ideology that begins with we have to erase all of history to start over really is not a very good system to follow. If we just water it down so no one cares about anything, it seems like a bad system. So it seems like how all those characters on the front of that album kind of came to be. Following paths that don't actually exist within the natural framework of order, but boy, would they like to influence everything by their own will. Interesting. Maybe we get headless children from See, I came up with this. A participation prize is not a bad idea. We don't show up no more. I've been weighing this. It came across my table this morning over on Patreon. But I think we can't celebrate losing, but we should honor participating, because it appears so many people, and let's just, run through that album cover quick. You could check it on your own time. I think a lot of those individuals took advantage of mindless, manipulatable masses of people who are too afraid to have their own thought. So they went along with the worst ideas. And then, hey, I went along. Are we the baddies? Shh, just pretend it didn't happen. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I like it. I like it, and I think, boy, it's one of those moments in time where you make that. Am I just going to wait for it to come to my back door? Or am I willing to stand up and say that none of the ideologies swayed, waved, wielded, or controlled by any of the people in that picture? And I mean, we're looking like some leaders of superpowers, uh, some all-time number leaders there. Some of the most haunting ideologies that won't leave us, and then some of the most twisted, straight up psychopathic individuals that existed. But hey, don't drink the Kool Aid. Mock the idea and strengthen oneself against any Kool Aid drinking. So that's a part of Morning Metal Morning. Metal Morning Mini Marathon. We got Iron Maiden, A Matter of Life and Death. I'll be 2015. Who are we? Hey, I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever heard this song. And, I'm looking at that album cover. We might be able to continue a themed rant this morning. Ooh, nice change of pace. I think it's really easy to get caught up in the, I've dealt with this personally over in a reaction, not from experience. I would never imply that. But trying to reflect upon the confusing and nuanced discussion of humans warring with other humans. And it is never just that winner's story, right? It is the unfortunate truth of lying there, life wasted and lost, to storming the lines and winning the day, to save additional loss of life on your own side, right? Too bad history isn't written with who can do the most destruction to the other side wins. Now, at the same time, do I think there comes a time when step up or shut up comes into place? Yeah. I think history's riddled with it. Bloody bullet holes and all. So, I will admit, whatever confusion I may have, I would still heed the call to want to defend what I perceive, and I understand it's my perception of, let's say, freedom, free will, people having rights to exist together, not we all have to listen to that dude that tells us everything we know is fake. Right? I'm not sure that person gets to be in control. And I'm not sure everyone's understanding of freedom is legit. I think it's super confusing. And when the tides of war are sweeping in, many individuals get swept up in it without even thinking. And then when you're there, choices are made, right? Hard choices. You know? And it's funny. Not funny. I think it's in the lyrical content for as much as I can pull out. I go for the lyrics on this one, really. See, but our fathers before us didn't understand that the choice was either stand up or get swept away in a tide of social credit scores, carbon taxes, and then you want a tinfoil hat? Crazy rabbit hole to jump down? I went down this one. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. The trading and underground manipulation of carbon tax credits and carbon scoring. So when the elites want to go do whatevers, visit those islands, they're going to need carbon credits to do it as well. So what they'll do, Black Mirror style, is come in and exploit, like, I don't succeed enough, so my carbon credits are wasted on me. I'm never going to use them. Or I want to go somewhere, so I've got to sell an organ to some a-hole who's got more carbon credits than sense in their head. And then, now me and my one kidney can take the last trip to see my dying father. Boy, now that. And then if I go up north, maybe I can get my 12-year-old to euthanize themselves freely under the guise of legality. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm still in... But, lay down so we can all be defeatist quitters and do ourselves in, or stand up and say that freedom, dangerous freedom, is much better than comfortable slavery. Yeah. Colors Don't Run, Iron Maiden, says 2015 remastered. I have never heard that tune before. W.A.S.P, Headless Children, I'd heard once, but I completely forgot. I believe the ranting and raving was as easy as the suggestion. Worked out pretty good. Hopefully my charge box is up now. It's 25 minutes on the charger. That's good. I'm obviously charged up now. As always, all opinions for entertainment purposes, and I am reflecting upon, a lot of stuff at once. So, I mean, jumping out the window because one little part gets me upset, I'm going to go worry about my car. That's the biggest deal. The march on Texas, I'm not too sure about yet, and I wouldn't want to jump out the window and get trapped into a lining and totally going, hey, all I had to do was rile up support for a candidate 5 years ago, and then normies on Twitter lost their entire account for clicking like on something. Now, not me. There's your answer. I didn't lose my account because I don't jump on trains, and I didn't need to ever once boost my channel on a bandwagon's hype. Right? It turns out I've never been a fan of, I can tell you why. I didn't know until much later in life, but I hope it wasn't the DDT. But I have incredibly disturbing, fond memories of running in the mosquito fog, camping. Good Sam Jamborees, Good Sam camping group. We're part of that. Camped every weekend all summer through my childhood. Yeah, no, I got to live. I've never once said I didn't. Everything else comes from being, locked up and stupid. But pre-16, what a life. Well, pre-18. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go get the car going. Whatever I just let drift away into nothingness. Sorry. Oh yeah, jumping on bandwagons. Bandwagons. When remembering running through, I would assume DDT fog. That'd be what? Let's see, 74. Were they still spraying then, or it had already got shut down? I don't remember. If anybody realized, your smell is like one of those really tied to your brain memory deals. Like smells take you back to a moment. Now, I don't think I'm talking out my ass here. I think that's a real thing, but I'm not qualified to explain it correctly. It's almost like I can still smell that fog, that thick smoke, and here's the difference. I think I'm doing okay. Thank goodness. But, hey, Junior, go get that fog. Right? As you're hoping you don't suck down a pull top that was dropped down in there. I mean, that became so prevalent, I'm pretty sure, like, Adam 12 or one of those rescue shows pre-Chips era. I can't remember what they're all called. I just remember they'd get some lady or dude's toe stuck out of it. All these things that happen to people made it to like the rescue show back in the day in the 70s, I think. Could be watching reruns too. Which is funny because then our further degrading society made it to Law and Order. And if you don't believe that, man, I will, raise the sugar tits to anti-Semitic rants to burning down the club. And then it becomes infotainment for people. Well, I can understand how we got this far when we never elevated the best of us, but amplified the worst. Hey, we get whatever's coming, that's for sure. Gonna be a hell of a ride.